Well, Christy, this is a conflict for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you've always told me Vinny's yours, but you've also said...
Well, I love the TKV20. It did a great job with the leaves and the fall.
We don't have but a few minutes here. We got to get this mowing done. You've got to decide which one you're going to drive.
Oh my goodness. Can I do eeny, meeny, miny, moe?
We don't have time for that. Just choose.
Okay, well, today, because the grass is longer, I think I'll choose Johnny, and because it's brand new.
Yeah, we have a new 2019 TKV20 we've just attached here. Now, I've got one piece from the older one. That's this tube. Well, there's a storm coming. I didn't have time to cut the new one to fit. It's actually a little bit beefier and stronger than this one. Just a few minor changes. The old one will be for sale. So keep watch for that. We'll let you know more. What?
You're gonna sell it?
Well, you can't drive two at a time.
Oh, okay. I guess that's true.
There's nothing wrong with the old one. They just wanted to make sure that we had the very latest to show on the channel. Okay, so you're gonna take this guy.
Yep.
Ha ha ha, get Vinny!
Yeah, but I get to clean up your clippings.
Okay.
Before this episode, we had received rain for several weeks and we were having trouble getting our yard mowed. We don't like to mow when it's wet. We like the grass to be dry. It doesn't gum up the underside of the deck as much. Well, overall, it just works a lot better. In this case, we decided to stress the TKV20 by using Vinny and throwing the grass into the uncut area, and then coming along behind it with Johnny and the TKV20 to pick up effectively 2 mower widths of clippings. Now, as an aside, you might notice that the Vinny driver's not doing a very good job keeping everything going. Well, in addition to driving Vinny, I was trying to control the drone once in a while, and, well, it was about more than I could handle. The good news is the drone just stays in one place and hovers unless you actually touch something. So if I got preoccupied on something else, it just stayed where it was. I haven't really attempted to measure the size of this backyard area. I'd probably guess 1/2 to 3/4 of an acre. Anyway, Christy collected most of it on a single hopper full. This hopper is supposed to hold 20 bushels. I've had several questions about the TKV20 for other units. It will fit the 1 series with the 54 or 60-inch deck. If you remember, we had a 54 deck before, and now we're using it on the 60. It'll also work on the 2 series, the 2Rs, 2032, 2038R with 60 or 72 deck, as well as the 3Rs. Any mid-mount mower for the 1, 2, 3 series has an applicable boot to make it work. Same story for the Kubota BX. There are compatible boots for each of the available mowers for the 2380, 2680. TerraKing also has specific wiring kits for each of the units I've mentioned so far. If you have another brand of mower, it will still likely fit. As long as you can find a boot that will have an 8-inch output, you'll be able to hook it up. It's a standard 3-point hitch mount, a standard PTO shaft. The only other requirement is finding plenty of electrical supply. The power dump has a 30-amp fuse to handle a momentary startup current spike. We chose to collect the clippings this time because the grass was so tall and we just felt like it would be good to get it off of the yard. We likely won't use it every time we mow, but it doesn't add much difficulty or time to the mowing job, so if you do want to use it every time, it's no big deal. Christy loves that she never has to leave the tractor to dump it. We really like this little circle area. There's still plenty of room for improvement. The little retaining wall has rocks coming out below it, so it makes it difficult to mow around that. But we still think this area has a lot of potential. We need a new flag. If anyone knows where you can get a long-lasting outdoor flag at a reasonable price, let us know. We'll also have to change some things around here somewhere to allow a semi-truck to be able to turn around in our driveway. We don't know exactly where we're going to do that yet, but we get a lot of deliveries, so we're going to have to find something. It's kind of awkward unloading pallets in the middle of the road. Johnny doesn't mind, but I suppose some of the traffic does. We didn't have any issue with plugging that tube. I think the output from the mower blowing the grass really hard, and then the location of the fan back on the TKV itself really helps. The only time we filled the tube was when we overfilled the entire unit. There is a fill sensor on the unit, but we were unable to hear it over all of the noise, especially when using our IsoTunes hearing protection. Christy soon learned to interpret the lights on the little sensor, so she would turn around and glance at it to know when she was getting full. She also mentioned that the front end gets really light when the bin's full. I should have added some front weights, but I didn't have the little front quick attach on yet.
What? It's like a mosquito. I do like the TKV20 though.
It won't hear you.
I know.
It's beeping because it's close to something.
Yeah. It's a little weird to have that following you.
Yep.
Oh well.
What'd you say about the TKV20?
I love that. I like the look of the grass when there's not all those little long grass clippings on it.
Yeah.
It had rained so much. Am I yelling?
Yeah, but you need to be.
I got my IsoTunes in. Yeah, especially over the noise of the mosquito there.
I don't have enough hands to get it out of the way.
Right, right. Okay, on to the front yard because it looks like we got a storm a-coming.
Okay.
We could tell from the sky that there was a rain coming, so Tim hopped back on Vinny. You can see here that it was throwing out a lot of grass clippings. It's really nice having 2 lawn mowers for this acreage. Tim was trying to run the video camera and mow, but it turned out to be too shaky. With the 60-inch deck on Johnny, I thought maybe I could squeeze between here. But I was still a little too wide. So I came around to the other side, and sure enough, I was able to get most of the grass. I don't like to weed eat.
Hey Christy, there's a bigger pile of grass out there than I expected.
Yeah, way bigger than I expected too. I had no idea. It holds a lot, but it filled up quicker than I thought. But we do have a big yard.
So I guess Catriel, you can, Catriel, you're here, come over here.
I see I wasn't invited to the mowing party. There's still some weed eating to be done. I'm busy.
I see that every time we get a project going, you're only here when it's done.
Well, I have my own project going on.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. And I appreciate that. But we did have one more mowing tractor.
Well, I haven't driven in a while since I've been in Europe, and I didn't want to make a crooked line or anything. I always make crooked lines.
She's a windjammer.
Yeah, learning how to windjam for my summer job.
Yep, you're headed to Washington, D.C.
I am.
Gonna be a part of the swamp.
Yep.
Okay, well, at least she admits it.
Right.
Well, Christy, do you like the TKV20?
I do.
I like the results.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what we're gonna do with all that grass.
I don't know either. Free grass clippings.
Maybe we'll get the loader back there and pile it up a little bit. It'll be yet another project, and then we'll have all of this great compost.
There you go. You can put it on the garden.
Yep.
I do think it was pretty heavy today if we'd have left it lay on the yard. Don't you?
Yeah, I do. I do think so. And
it had rained and rained, and we couldn't mow and couldn't mow.
Yeah, you could see from the video that it was really tall. This is the first day we've been able to mow since the last day we mowed.
Like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago probably, and this time of year 2 weeks is too long in this climate. Thanks for watching, everybody. Catriel, thanks for joining us for the last 30 seconds of this video.
You're welcome. Anytime.
And we'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim. And Christy.
And Catriel.
But not Catriel.
What? I beat you to it.
Oh.
I got Ann Catriel in there first.
Yeah, but you weren't out here for any of it. You didn't even fly the drone.
She's packing. Yeah.
Pack your bags, daughter.
I am. I will leave you tomorrow. Or maybe tonight. I don't know.
Okay. I feel bad about that.
Trying to get rid of me? Well, you can't get rid of me. I'm leaving.
You can't fire me. I quit.